to find the cord for my camera. I lost the HDMI cord. Oh no! He lost his camera cord that lets him use his phone because Adam asked what cord he sent us in the mail. I
Oh,
told him it was the OptiSpark cord.
oh, okay.
All right, let's see. All right, I need the live chat more than I need actual view. So if anybody comes in, we can actually chit chat, patty whack. We have the same amount of people watching as I have friends. Which, if you didn't know, is 0.
Well, it better be more than that, 'cause I got it on. I was gonna say, dang. And these, all of our snowman family probably gonna be disappointed you just said that.
Well, it's family, not friends. Well, I feel bad for going live right now because Daryl is live. But Adam said something last night about what we're having for breakfast, so kind of our thing to cook breakfast on Sunday morning. Hey, Grant. You know, whenever you go to shop like this and you got 1,000,005 things to do, that's a perfect time to cook breakfast on Sunday.
Well, this is not just this is a environment we want to enjoy.
Just so you know, that handle gets extremely hot.
Yeah, put it off to the side if you can. But can you make me a little spot? Cooking challenge level hard.
You give me just a minute whenever some of this bacon gets done? Yes, I'll happily make it.
You know, I want to have the little grill going. We got little propane.
We got a little 1 pound. Hey, good morning, Hugh. I know you at your birthday party.
Hey, Hugh.
I think Grant's not far from us.
Who?
Grant, he's in the chat right now.
Who's Grant?
He watches, and like I said, I think he lives right around here somewhere.
Grant, you're welcome if you are. Do live close.
Okay. He's not at the birthday party yet, but he will be in a minute. All right, Jerry, be loud again.
I had turned it down. That grinder was loud. All right, I got enough for one pancake. We ready?
Yep.
No,
We
don't
cooking
worry
with
about
gas now.
We're cooking with what?
Gas. Nickel propane to be in Grant.
it. Hank Hill would be proud of us.
We don't drink beer, but we sell propane.
Excuse me, everybody. Let me reach past you here.
We gotta do something about that. I can't stand that. Don't you soon feel loud.
Vance, we're in North Carolina. Let's see, I guess Riley.
I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. Stephen brought something need to be cooked.
So let's move this over here. I'll move y'all to a different view. I'll move y'all over here. You'll sit on the trash can for a second. No, it's not a Mustang. It's just a regular trash can. Okay, let's see. Man said they thought we might be close to them They asked where we're from. We're in a little small town, North Carolina.
Who was? Who asked?
You man? Oh, I never seen it. So, I forgot about the party. It was supposed to be yesterday, but it got rained out. Okay. Oh. Hey, Riley. Hey. They say I got a country accent like some of the people they know.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been told you can tell from we're from a small town. Pretty sure we're supposed to put this bacon in some rag or something so that it's not so greasy. Oh. Hey, my bacon might be a little warm.
I would say so. Bacon's hot.
But Dad likes his bacon nice and crispy.
Which I'm gonna say that's probably still gonna melt that. I thought you was gonna get paper plates.
You didn't even ask for plates. You didn't ask for anything.
I did not ask for paper plates.
Did he ask for plates or paper plates?
You didn't specify.
I did too. I said, we need paper plates.
He said, dang it, I forgot plates. Do you mind grabbing some?
Okay. All right, I did. I
Madison said,
apologize.
bring me bacon. Yeah, you out here in the woods of North Carolina. Madison said, bring her some bacon. Sorry, I don't speak English.
I hope you have something metal I can stir this in with.
What's he gonna use the spatula? How many rings does it take to get the grease?
I don't know, but get that bacon. That's good bacon. I don't know. If you don't want me helping, I'll stop. I was just trying to help. I want y'all to know he's in a mood today.
Today?
They're from Louisiana. Some people got such a thick accent it sounds like they're skunk sober. We met one like that in Florida.
I ain't lying. He was funny too.
Dang good guy. But talking to him, he sounded about half lit.
It was funny.
We ain't got none of them jumbo willy bobs. Ah! 5 second rule. Eat it.
Man, nothing's hot.
I look, that's the problem.
Dirt ain't dirt. Dirt don't hurt.
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure whatever's in this floor is probably cancerous. Oh, hey, let's give it to 7.
Nah, that's cold if you just said that.
No, it's still hot. You said 5 second rule.
Oh, it will be heat. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, we ain't wasting no bacon. That's the one we'll take to Madison.
No, we will not.
Yeah, we're not taking Madison. You can go. There builds the immune system. That's right.
That's right. You don't see no mask here.
You said I've eaten worse. I grew up in the Glades. I bet you have. I don't know where Stephen went, but 7 went back. That woman goes by here every Sunday with a horse crap.
Well, maybe they got something they do every Sunday with horses. Probably. I got 7.
Yeah, people are down for germaphobes. Hell, we are not one of those people. That sounded like too.
Yes.
Am I cooking for you?
I don't know, well, I tell you what, go for it.
I don't cook black pepper.
Are y'all want pancakes? I mean,
I'm fine with what I got and everything.
I don't eat pancakes. It's bacon!
well, I mean, if y'all don't want, I'm not gonna fix any more if it'll be easy. But I'll be glad to fix all y'all want. I've never,
I'm good, but I appreciate the effort.
you don't want any either, Randy.
I do not. Thank you for the offer, but no thank
Thank you.
you. Madison likes pancakes. The man says, who doesn't like bacon? It's like one of the necessities to know you're a good person.
There you go.
Answer your own question, Kathy.
Now I'm trying to tell y'all I really don't like bacon.
I know he got in trouble one time eating bacon on the camera.
I told Madison I don't eat bacon, and one of the next clips, well,
You were eating
I was
bacon.
eating bacon. Hey, you might want to cook those.
I've never cooked it on a grill like that, so this looks like a dog print. I'm gonna feed this to 7. I know he likes to feed foot.
Boy,
He does like bacon.
or
Well, I'm gonna test out these things here.
Get it, Nissan Altima.
They're hoping they get seen by Cletus on this YouTube channel. They can race an Altima race.
not everyone can be on the Cleveland Department YouTube channel twice.
Yes. Hugh said I used to cook 3 pounds of bacon. I'd eat 1.5 pounds while I was cooking it. I hate cold bacon. I walked away.
Love the story, if only you
Here's
knew.
something, Hugh. We went up to TKM on Friday. We just went up there to say hello, show our face, meet the neighbor type of thing. And we were there. We told them about us going to Cletus. They have McFlurry's engine there and one of the F-150 engines. So they're in there working on McFlurry's motor and one of the F-150 motors. But they gave us a tour of the warehouse.
I'd like to go back and do an interview like,
I'd like to do like a grease spot garage style interview.
yeah.
Man, Hugh, I'll tell you, like you told us, they're very down to earth people. They let us walk around, look at everything. And you add in the fact, like I said, they working on Cletus' stuff. They got another NHRA stuff.
But Hugh, did he tell you how they introduced us to everybody else there?
Evance said my family makes their own breakfast sausage and it always comes out good. That sounds awesome. You said that's cool, that would be fun.
Did you tell
No,
you?
it's not. The way that they introduced us to the other people that was
Once they realized who we were,
they said, you know the red and white shop up the road, you know, with all the burnout marks out front? Everyone's like, oh yeah. They're like, yeah, that's them. Like, oh, cool. So that's how we're known in the community is, you know, the rednecks with the burnout marks.
they have no idea what we do here, but they know that there's black marks out front.
Yeah, one guy said, looks like we sit around doing a lot of drinking and burnout.
Cause they see us sitting here cooking.
Minus the drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you're gonna be real disappointed when you hear we don't do no drinking. We do it sober. Which, somehow potentially makes it work.
But you know we'll burn out and tire in a heartbeat. Randy,
5 minute rule.
I see Randy gonna have a lot of bacon and sausage to eat. This one's got grit on it.
I wonder who dropped it.
I don't know, but I'm
Just
telling
burnouts.
there you go. These old pancakes are good.
I hope you wanted me to cook all this too.
Yeah.
They won't go to bad.
No, they won't.
But I'll tell you right now, if you don't take them with you,
Definitely.
no, you don't take them with you. Chester gets there, he likes to hit our sausage and bacon bat. He feels at home enough that, where's the sausage? What kind of place do y'all run there? Well,
So, Evance, we bought this to do YouTube. Plain and simple, we bought it to do YouTube. However,
because we were doing it out of my building 24 by 24.
well, from September 11th last year till October 11th, we had enough people stop in and say they wanted to stay a tire place. So we started doing tires, basic exhaust work.
They've been buying tires here for 65 years and they'd like to keep on.
Yep.
And I don't think none of them that said that bought tires yet. But we do sell them now.
Well, a lot of people hit me with the same thing. Well, you know, Bobby's been dead for 2 years. And they already bought tires like late last year or something.
But hopefully they'll be back. But
Most of them say they're coming back.
and we do some minor exhaust repair, not too. And hopefully about summertime we're gonna do spray on bed liners. I do own the machine and all the equipment, and I've not done it in years. But we're gonna bring everything here.
And you're armed with the knowledge of how to do it.
That's right.
That's exactly right. That
And-
guy doesn't have much anymore. And we make him feel wanted. We make him feel like family. That's the point.
Now this Vance,
guy-
Utah, whatever. Make sure you go on there and we follow them and stuff. So.
Okay, let's see.
Because I don't have my phone. I don't know how to do it on my phone.
Give me just a second. We'll go subscribe to you. Even if you don't make videos,
It don't matter.
if you ever start, you'll have one subscriber.
We would. That's right. We would love to keep you close. We appreciate it. We got open arms for everybody. As long as you do right, we do right. We do not work on bicycles.
No kidding. Eventually, I'm glad y'all are enjoying giving back to the community. I feel like in my area, that's one of my favorite things. Community has a huge impact, especially when the hurricane hits. Well,
Now, I do want you to know we invite everybody to this Sunday breakfast. And it's not our fault they don't show up, but if people started coming, we would buy more. But everybody is invited to this every Sunday.
yep, and when the race comes on at 3 o'clock,
Everybody's welcome to come watch it.
we don't even care about the race.
No, we do not.
But,
We do it for Chester and anybody else that's wanting to watch it.
yep, because we are a small town. So, we want people to feel that they're welcome here. You don't have to buy from us.
It helps, but you don't have to.
We just ask you to be respectful. Because if not, we will not so respectfully ask you to leave.
Oh, we'll do it respectfully.
Daryl said, too bad I don't know how to join everybody's lives. Free food is the best, plus I need my tire changed. Amen. But Daryl, I got you live on.
We got you on the TV up there, so we're trying to spread the love.
Yeah. We trying to make sure we watch you. I just know Adam said something about he watches us cook on Sunday.
And we did not do one Friday or yesterday because we've been in crappy moods and we didn't get a lot done. I woke up this morning to have my coffee and I felt a lot better today. Randy over there's still in a crappy mood. I'm working on that.
He's been in my personal bubble all day.
He likes that. He draws pictures on our whiteboard. He talks about where he wants me to be in his personal space.
Advance. You come for the free food, you stay for the cheap tires.
Oh, sewer leaking.
Coffee
Always
doesn't
welcome.
work, and mine is ready. Hey, one-eyed cat.
Hey,
I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Yeah, I hadn't had coffee in a little while. Let's see, what's next? Where's the sausage?
I thought you just cooked it.
There's a tube of sausage.
I just told you I put it back in the refrigerator and saved it because you had that other, but I'll be glad to go get it if you want to cook it too.
I'll grab it.
Steven said, I ain't giving him an option.
Your option's to take away.
No, that's fine. I just didn't think you wanted to cook that much.
The one-eyed cat, how you been, buddy? I hadn't seen you in a little while.
He was looking in the wrong eye. What is that?
Whatever Steven brought, some kind of stone fire authentic flatbread. He said
Huh.
you throw it on the griddle for a little while.
Don't leave it too long. It'd be,
The man said if he ever makes his way all the way up here, I'll have to bring us some sausage.
yeah.
One-eyed cat said I already did breakfast, but smelled great.
It does smell good.
Thank you.
Where are they from?
I don't know. Why don't you ask them?
One-eyed cat, where are you located? If you don't mind me asking.
You can just tell him none of your damn business.
I'm located at the other end of this camera. That's all you need to know.
I'm on the tube, that's all you need to know, buddy. Central PA. Okay.
Ooh.
You up there near Gabriel on 8 Lug Garage. He's in Pennsylvania. I don't exactly remember the exact area of Pennsylvania, but I know he's in Pennsylvania.
I like to get to know where everybody's at because we're going to eventually venture out and start trying to meet people somehow or another.
Hey, Steven, how long do I keep
Maybe not this week, but
Maybe a little bit longer and then take it off.
because I really like to put a face with a name and stuff.
One-eyed shows up, Randy's, but not mine. Come on, man.
What?
Daryl said one-eyed shows up to Randy's live, but not mine. Come on, man.
Don't be jealous. You didn't have bacon, man.
Dang, Daryl.
You did not just call him big.
I didn't call him.
Uh-oh. You good?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I believe it was hot, wasn't it? I believe it melted that pot.
No, where it fell, it bent it.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Oh, that's
As
fine.
long as you all right, don't worry about that. Seven will love that. Let that cool just a little bit, and I'll bring Seven in here, and he have bacon and sausage and.
Bacon does win horse, that's right.
Hey, I know that bacon's brought some people in here that we haven't met, so we're gonna start doing that more often.
We cook every Sunday.
Need another plate.
I just don't want it to burn.
I would say put a paper towel on it, but I believe we've used them all.
Wait, hold on, I got another. Flaffle, 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 flaffle. I probably shouldn't do that. Steven's already upset his spaghetti that he lost half of his gravy.
Over half.
Yeah, he's upset his spaghetti because he lost his gravy.
Remember this. Don't need to cry over spilt milk. Or gravy. Or gravy.
Events, we do try to go live every Saturday and Sunday, potentially Fridays. But to be honest, it's just kind of random. We both work full-time jobs at the railroad. I work night shift, he works day shift, so we really don't match up a lot. And like I said, when we go live, generally speaking, it's not a planned thing.
We are trying to plan it on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Do more of it because it helps our watch hours, but
And it gives us a chance to
meet everybody.
interact with everyone. It's not even melting yet. It's getting hot, but it ain't quite melting. But
And I have found out that I really, really enjoy these lives and premieres because we meet a lot of people.
yep. Like we try to be in okay, Event said I'll just turn notifications on them.
Hey, that'd be
I
awesome.
appreciate that. We upload a video 7 days a week. I usually try from 4 o'clock in the morning.
But now, we have a problem with our internet, we're trying to work through it. Usually around 4 o'clock, we got a new one up every morning, but the last couple of days, the internet's really messed up and it's took 15, 20 hours to upload.
The one that went up this morning, we started uploading at midnight, and it uploaded somewhere around what, 10, 15?
Something like that, so
I mean, it only took 10 hours this time.
but now that one the other day, it took
The one
15
yesterday took
hours.
15 hours to upload.
And the computer crashed once, and we had to start it over.
I think the computer had an update, but
You'd think it would ask and wait for an answer, but nope.
Hugh said, wow, are you cooking enough sausage for a week? Remember, Chester hits the sausage supply.
But now I will say this, Hugh, if there's enough sausage, I come here every morning to pick up the company truck. I can always grab one and have breakfast. A piece of light bread and a piece of sausage. Save money.
Hugh said, I like lives because I can talk to people instead of waiting on comments. That's exactly right.
Yeah,
And then Vance said, whatever isn't eaten gets eaten. Trust me. Exactly.
that's right.
It's not eating right now, give it 2 minutes.
Like, I'll be honest with you, yesterday, I was eating some of the bacon that we had left over from last week.
Yep.
I didn't die.
You don't have to cook it and save a lot of money that way.
Yes, I'm all for saving money. I used to buy 2 liters of Dr. Pepper.
100 of them.
I buy 100 at a time. I got them for 79 cents. I had a 55-cent coupon.
So
And
you can get them.
I'd get them for like
20
20 cents.
22 cents.
Yeah. And then I would take a 20-ounce drink bottle and I would keep my 2 liter in a cooler. And I pull it out and fill up my 20 ounce. I'm tight. I'm telling you, I know how to save money.
One Eyed Cat said they have a video uploading right now, usually quicker than it is today. Well, our internet is bad in general. Oh, hey, from Germany.
Hey.
The Stan 73. Well, hello from a small town in the United States.
Yeah.
Germany.
Germany.
I wouldn't mind visiting Germany.
I've always wanted to get on here. I don't know if you can even send pictures, but
You can't on YouTube.
I would think it'd be awesome for them to send a picture of where they're from, to see the landscape.
That's right, Hugh. Ain't no sense in throwing money away if you don't have to. I've never been one for traveling, but I would love to see a lot of these places just because there's a lot of history there. I'm a big history buff. Oh, it's evening over there. Well, good evening.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, remember, they all the way across the world.
Huh.
They crossed the big ocean.
Happy dang.
They're in a way different time zone. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock here.
Hey, there's somebody from India.
Ancestor from Germany. Oh, man, India, hey! Don't tell me. Go up to that Verizon and the
You better
FedEx
not be the
help
one we're
center
talking to on Verizon.
or FedEx. Hey, Alvin. Renero. Wow. This is awesome.
How you doing? We're doing great. Hope you are.
Yep. We're doing as fine as frogs.
Hey, there you go. Take that from Daryl.
Yep. Let's see, India.
Germany is about equal to PA from a military standpoint. I used to be in National Guard.
Okay. We're cooking bacon, sausage, more sausage, link sausage, gravy, and in
pancake.
just a minute I'll be cooking French toast, and Dad cooked pancakes.
And I cooked pancakes. This first time I cooked pancakes, and they were good. I'm full.
Well,
Try yourself some, 9 ribs.
let's see. I've been stressing over college work, but other than that, smooth ride. That's one thing you will not hear me talk about is college work, mainly because I didn't go to college.
Now we'll try to help you out a little bit. There's 1,440 minutes in every day. Don't stress about it.
What do you
Do
what
the
you
best
study?
you can. Yeah, it is like Golden Corral here. Hey, it's kind of like Burger King. You can have it your way if you show up.
Well, look, it's also like, what the hell is this?
It's eggs. What do you mean?
Those are eggs.
Oh, these are normal eggs.
Those are the ones that need to be washed.
Those are unpasteurized eggs.
Hold on.
They said, I love you guys' energy. I appreciate it. A lot of people told us that we needed to do this thing called a YouTube channel because we feed off of each other, we joke around a lot, and we have fun.
Well, I'm glad you called us today. 'Cause the last couple of days it's been low, but
Yeah.
normally we're pretty on top of the world. And today does feel like a good day.
Well, every day above ground's a great day, even though some days you...
I'm gonna get this down pat. It's only two things you gotta worry about, but I'm gonna memorize those.
Okay, I do appreciate you stopping in. I'm not even going to try to pronunciate any German words. I would love to learn German. I'm not that far yet.
Thank you for coming in though.
Again, thank you for coming in. Yeah, I just got a lot of finals time, and finals are next week. Ooh, yeah.
What did he say he was studying?
What are you studying, Vance?
Mechanical engineering. Cool.
Fancy. Well, just remember, most of the time, you can eliminate 2 of the 4 answer choices, so you can get it down to a 50-50 chance, and then 75% of the time you get it wrong. Now, trust in your education. He's already been watching.
Yes.
Where's my little Mr. Upper thing?
I had the small one right there. Right, some bacon's on it.
Damn it, Bacon, get out of the way. Mike Miner in automation engineering. That's cool.
Wow.
And one I cast it as worthy knowledge.
Yes, it is. You need a full.
Yes. I started a college career. The key word to that is started. But then I got the job at the railroad. And the railroad really doesn't, you don't need anything but a high school diploma. So I said, I don't really need to keep colleging.
It's always good to have, though.
It is, but I don't really think that piece of paper for 2 years can be big as that.
It's good to have, but I never had it. My wife has got 4 years of it.
You got a,
Bachelor in,
BSN, or not, a Bachelor of Science or whatever.
yeah, and accounting.
Yeah, county.
So, I mean, it's helped her a little bit, but I've never been one on schooling. I gotta be hands-on.
Let's see. Vance said that's why I'm trying to get my money in. Job market is crazy right now. Yeah, I don't know if it's going up or going down, but Hugh said I started a college career. I paint a few of the rooms.
Yeah. I went to college, went in the front door and out the back. I left a lot quicker than I went in.
I'll tell you, a college education around here where we are really is not that important because unless you're just trying to go get a really, really big highfalutin job. But most of the stuff around here is blue collar type.
I think it's more of a what you really ought to go to. What do you call them?
I think
Trade school.
I think trade schools are looked down upon, and they should not be.
I think that they ought to.
But what people got to recognize, if it wasn't for people working these trades that you don't want to work in, the weather you don't want to work in, you wouldn't have the stuff you got.
I know.
I
When you just look at the railroad, everything you touch in a day has touched the railroad at one point.
Not even having that fan on back here is big, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Did you see where he was?
No.
He's in his cage.
Huh.
Probably eating his foot. But
Well, Vance, I'm trying to get my money up right now.
We trying to recoup from making it to Cletus and Carr's burnout rival.
I still owe the man in the floral shirt a lot of money.
And we put all the fuel on the credit card so we could get there and back, but I had the time of my life.
I wouldn't trade that experience for nothing.
All three of my kids were there. We were all really enjoyed it.
Grandbaby.
I even had my middle boy that does not want to be on camera, does not want to care nothing about
He made
a
the
car.
latest video.
And he actually made the video, and
He wants to burn
he
it.
said he wanted a burnout car. And that right there just tickled me pink, plum pink.
Vance said, yeah, I thought that, and one of my professors said it was really opened my mind. He said, college isn't made for everyone, and the fact that some of the jobs require you to go is a bit absurd. I agree with that.
I do too.
A lot of big industries made things that end up in the civil sector, yep.
Now I want you to think about it for just a second. Now, I'm not knocking college whatsoever, so please don't think
It
that.
said, so you can get a higher basic education and learn critical thinking skills.
Yes. But if you went to work for an airport, sweeping the floor, and you worked for the airport for 4 years, and that person that worked for the airport started out sweeping and started going, learning about the plane and learning how to fly the plane with the
Talking to
pilots
the
and stuff like
pilot.
that. And for 4 years, that person learned everything about planes and going up with the pilots and stuff like that. And then somebody else took a 4-year college and been in a simulator. Who would you want your first airplane ride to be with?
Are you laughing at him or are you laughing on your phone?
Oh,
Oh,
I'll just say.
damn, it wasn't that funny.
I mean, being in a simulator is awesome. Don't get me wrong, but I want somebody that has felt it.
Well,
And
Vance, I agree. I would rather somebody have experience over the college education, because what happens if you go to the workforce straight out of high school? You start your family and everything, and you want to move up in your career. Let's say you didn't have the opportunity to go to college.
that doesn't mean you don't want to do it and
It doesn't mean you don't
wholeheartedly.
have the critical thinking skills. It doesn't mean you don't have the problem solving skills.
And now, look, please don't think I'm trying to knock college, but I'm just saying it's not for everybody.
There are things that college education makes a big benefit on. You can't sit me down in front of a computer right now and say, hey, program that computer. I can't do it.
How many you gonna cook?
I usually try to do 3 with these eggs. But the experience that they require for an entry-level position anymore. They want a 4-year degree for an entry-level position. And then they turn around and they say they're only gonna pay you like $12 an hour for a 4-year degree. And they need you for an entry-level position to have 4 years experience.
Well, what really makes me mad is people say that they want a college experience, but it doesn't matter if it's got anything to do with the field you're applying for, as long as you got a college. Now, I understand the mindset of what's showing up, doing and completing a task, but
Yep. A man said it, let's see, I couldn't either, it's okay. And then One-Eyed Calf said college wasn't an option for me. If it was, it would have been trade school. Welding has always been an idea.
that's the way it was with me.
Well, that's really how it was with me. Outside of the community college classes I
You
took,
might better put a paper towel on that.
like, and it's no offense to Dad whatsoever. It's just a situation of money would dictate whether I could go to college. And we just couldn't do it. Well, I think I've done okay enough. I mean, I don't have $250,000 worth of college debt.
But he bought him a boat
Yeah, bought me a truck to pull it.
and a building for his daddy to come sit in.
Yeah, I bought it for work. But that has
No, he didn't.
that's
He
been
bought it for a
negotiated
retirement
out.
home. But if he bought it from it to work, he messed up.
Yep. College degree is to make college's money for a degree that is not needed. Not all instances, but a lot. And companies won't hire you if you don't have proof you paid something for nothing. Yep.
Yep. So basically what you're saying is all about the money.
Yep. That's what Hugh said.
Yeah.
All big businesses link, I agree.
Event said, I'm paying for my college off of loan money. And I think that's insane. You tell an 18-year-old that you can go die for your country in the military. You tell an 18-year-old that you can go take out tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars of loans to go to college, but then tell them they're not responsible enough to go buy a pack of cigarettes or a can of dip or go buy a 6-pack of Bud Light.
Well,
I
I
think
think-
that's a little crazy.
I think just like when, Randy went to the police force,
You know, a lot of people probably don't know I was a cop.
that's fine, but it doesn't matter. We don't hide it here. But the police force paid him while he went to school. So if a company requires a college education, I think they ought to pay the people to go.
But they should be working you while you go.
That's right, just like a intern.
Like an internship.
And if they want you to have the education, they get the education they want you to have. They pay for it. And then you're obligated to work for them, for so long.
Well, Hugh said it's gotten around here you almost can't get a job as a cashier without a high school diploma. You're exactly right. Well, the railroad was so desperate for people, a year or two ago,
Oh man, there goes now 7 has eggs.
that they weren't even requiring a high school diploma anymore. Put on top of the bacon, because so don't know. And a lot of classes that they require are just filler classes.
Yeah, like stupid classes.
Let's see, some classes have nothing to do with your degree, but they count as credits. It's about money, exactly. Evance said cops get a lot of hate because of the bad ones. I had a brother that was a cop and he ended up leaving because most cops he knew were corrupt. Oh, hey, there's Tinker.
Hey Tinker,
He said,
we ain't
"I'll
seen
knock
you
on-"
lately.
He said, I'll knock on college. I didn't attend, but seemed to spend an awful lot of time as a big data engineer teaching graduates how to do their jobs. That's right.
Well, I tell you what, it's funny you say that because there was a job at the bus place and I applied for it.
There's also a job at Precor
And
and Pepsi.
I was doing the job. Well, it required a college education. So they hired somebody with a college education. And who do you think they wanted to train them? That's right, they wanted me to train them, but they wouldn't give me the job
Because you didn't have.
because I didn't have the education. But they literally sent him out there and wanted me to train him how to do the job that they just told me I couldn't do because I didn't have a college education. Yeah, that's set wrong with me.
Let's see, One-Eyed Cat said, I always told my kids all I want from them was their diploma. They can screw up their lives afterwards if they choose. I can't complain about either of my 3 kids. Mama raised them up.
I'm gonna be honest with you, that's kind of way my kids, I wanted them to finish high school. Well, it was a requirement in my book too, don't get me wrong. And now, I can't complain. My kids are doing good, so everybody has their hiccups, don't get me wrong, but all 3 of my kids made it through high school.
You can't say college because
I was
I have
fixing to
not
say,
made it through.
but all 3 of my kids made it through high school, and I can't complain.
Like Avance said, college is not for everyone. And that is exactly right. College is not for everyone. And then they said some people don't have the money or the time for colleges. No, and that's the big kicker, I would say, is college can teach a lot of things. But like I said, and like everybody has agreed on, whenever you tell me that I have to go 4 years for a 4-year degree, for a bachelor's, but of that 4 years, I might only get, 5 or 6, maybe 8 at most classes that are beneficial to my degree. That's a lot of money. And if you really wanted to, you could be out here in the workforce getting 4 years experience.
Right.
But then again, doors are not going to be open for you because you don't have the degree. But then you go get the degree, you go try to go into your field with said degree. Most of the time they say, oh, we need work experience.
Yeah, how you gonna get? It's kind of hard to get both.
It's kind of hard to get work experience while in college, unless you're doing an internship. But then you're working more than you're going to school. So your 4-year degrees turn into 8 or 10 years, so even more money. And a lot of internships in big cities, from what I understand, don't like paying people. Or if they pay them, it's minimum wage, do a lot more than minimum wage requirements. Let's see. Some colleges definitely need it for certain jobs. Yep, like Yvette said, doctors.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I was fixing to say
Engineers,
that.
doctors, lawyers, and others I can definitely see. But it does look good on the resume once they get experience. That's exactly right. Once you get experience and you tack on the degree, it looks great on the resume. But then they're going to say, well, why aren't you more diverse in your experience? It's like trying to please a woman. You can't do it.
Hey, now, we may have a female or two in here.
Well, if Madison's in there, she can second that. You can't make everybody happy, but you dang sure can piss them all off. I'll tell y'all, whenever I applied to be a cop, they called my dad and mom asking, is he responsible? Does he keep his truck clean? Does he have loans? If he does he pay them back? Does he make monthly payments? And Dad's like, I don't understand where this comes into being a cop if he washes his truck.
Takes pride in what he's got.
Don't look in the truck right now, it's kind of nasty. If 18-year-old me saw me driving around in my truck, my 18-year-old self would probably whoop up all.
I guarantee I know mine would. Cause we've got way too much going on right now.
Really, after this, I should pull the truck up here and wash it and clean it out, because I go to Atlanta next week. Actually, this time next week, I'll be on my way to Atlanta.
He'd be going to that third school to learn how to drive that train.
See, and that's not college. That's just experience. And
It's still schooling
it
though.
works, Cindy.
It's still schooling.
It would not count for a college education, though. But it's still school. But they got railroad courses in college. Tinker said the purpose of college is to flood the job market with qualified candidates, quotes from qualified, to lower wages for specialty jobs.
Yes.
A man said, I'm 18 and my car is already terrible. Well, the truck I bought when I turned 18 is sitting right outside the shop here. I still drive it. I very much enjoy my truck. I've had it for 11 years now. And at no point was it, well, I can't do that because my truck won't allow me. I just pulled a camper to and from Florida with my first truck, and it did fantastic. Yes, it's had its hiccups, but I do believe buying that truck as a first truck was a good investment. Now, problem being is you can't buy it again with the money I bought it for, because everything's going up so much.
No, you could just about, not quite, but you could just about get your money back.
Pretty close. It wouldn't pay for the transmission builds, but
Well, you can't consider that. You
No,
tore
but-
it up.
I didn't tear it up.
Would you let somebody else drive it? Then
Yeah.
you tore it up.
Yeah, I think.
No, I messed the brakes up.
Yeah. Let's see. Event said, I'm definitely not keeping my car I have now forever. I miss my old car already. One Eyed Cat said, I scrubbed my 62 Valiant last week, filthy after getting tarp for the winter. I need to scrub my boat.
Yeah.
Which anybody want a boat? Kind of made a joke about that, about my places at the lake, to a guy getting his tire fixed this past week, and then he texted and said, hey,
Can I get that?
I'm kind of interested in that. Can I get the address? I'm like, yes. I hadn't even told Madison I might have sold his place to the lake if I ain't careful.
Well, they ain't for sale, but we will sell them.
Yeah. Well, here, we got some people in here that really hadn't seen what we do. Reconnect. Okay, we're back. Okay, sorry about that. No, I did not. I cut the phone off. Okay. Let me take y'all for a tour. I don't know if y'all have seen it. It's obviously our shop. I've had it for a couple months. That is my skid steer. I'd keep it though. The black one's mine. The blue one's my brother's. The other blue one's Dad's. But that's my Camaro. It's 95 Z28. But it's a ski boat, Evance. One-eyed cat said no room for a boat. My yard is busy enough with my pair of 62 Valiants. I'm good with that.
You don't have it in your yard. You put it in the water.
Or you just put it in your boat room.
Good Lord.
Let's see. Let's take a walk on the wild side. Hey, buddy. TireRack.com. Airboat or nothing. Hey, Gator. Hang on, let's see. Gator SAW. If there was more places for airboats, I would definitely have to get one. Okay, let's see. There you go, one-eyed cat. That's Fireball. Dad has officially painted her engine. Those videos will be out maybe like next week. I'm not sure. That's Black Betty. If you've not seen her, that's a 78 GMC K15. That's Twisted Sister. That's actually where that motor come from. That's her T56. We will adapt it to work for an LS1. Backpack blower. Here is the blown up LT1. There's the other blown up LT1. We're going to put this LT4 intake on Dad's motor. This is my truck. This is actually technically my first truck. 1970 Chevrolet C10 short bed. Dad gave it to me. So I pulled the big block sitting over there by the air compressor out. And I'm putting an LS in it. This is Dad's. This is 71. Restored in I think 99. It is gorgeous, to say the least. We might get Daryl over at Metal Art Customs to do a little bit of touch up on some paint and stuff. We will have to see. But this truck is beautiful. I've offered to trade him. He just won't do it. Let's see. Need to get cleaned up in here. And then there's the camper. That's Dad's camper, but I use it. And then let's see. Light on. Here's the boat. It's a 2001 Ski Nautique, Super Air Ski Nautique. Like I said, I need to do some rub-a-dub scrubbing, but we will get there. I need to get all this junk out, get this room clean. This is where we'll do the bed liners. 7, if you start peeing on stuff, I'm probably gonna gel blaster you. But boat mechanic for 30 years. Yeah, you told me about that. I got to fix the water pump on that one, Gator. But I like using the boats, but paying for them and taking care of them, I'm not the biggest fans. But let's see. No, the water pump will not suck water out of the lake, so I need to fix it again. Like Betty's motor, but it's just a regular 350. Then I got my third office up here. I left a mess last time I was up here piddling around. Pacer wheels, those are discontinued. But now, Evance, don't nobody ever tell you that you can't do anything and that you can't accomplish your dream. Because I never thought I'd have a place like this. And here I am now. I got 8,000 square foot, 9 bays, and I think 12 vehicles here at all times. Got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that last office I showed you, Hugh, is the original office. I like my sign. Got our little break area here. The fridge looks nasty, but it's functional. And don't forget, we do have ice cream. Ooh, I gotta fix that. I almost forgot about that.
I think I went through and, said, look, go eat. I think I went through and, subbed to everybody.
Okay.
Seven, come here.
One-eyed cat, what I think happened is I think he pulled a nail off of one of his feet. And he has just enough IQ to realize that he wants to gnaw on it. So we got it wrapped up. We put him in a cone. But he's getting better. And Gator said just looking at that fridge makes me want a tetanus shot.
I know, right? It really needs to be cleaned up.
But we do have the leg wrapped up right now, so it's not bleeding. When we
He
take
keeps
the
hitting it on stuff.
yeah, and when we take the wrapping off, we'll put him back in the cone of shame. Gator said mine is the same. Who am I kidding? But
Look,
oh, Ryan, I can hear Randy in the background of the TV. Yeah.
Hit your button another live.
Nah, he's supporting Daryl. That's all right.
Let him watch the traffic, don't need to watch me.
You got
Sitting
the
there trying to.
my fridge in the garage looks in better shape now. I don't feel so bad. Look that.
And to be honest, we've not cleaned it up since we bought the place.
No.
We've been cleaning everything else up.
Hey, they hating. But yeah, I just said hey. Yeah, you can tell this is a nice, good, mint condition fridge by the rust on the side. Mint condition. $5,000. I know what I got. Nope. But I do have a better condition fridge. I didn't show you. I just don't have it hooked up right now, but it does function. It's up here in the original office. Apparently they used to keep deer meat. Oh, hey, Jamie. How you doing today, buddy? I got to watch your latest video. See, we making some progress on the C10. At some point, I'm just going to open this door and walk outside. What? What? Okay. ACC Auto Works. But, let's see. Oh, and Ryan. I have 2 phones. Awesome. But this one is a lot cleaner. Just ignore the little bit of mold. This one is a lot cleaner. A lot better condition. Functions. And they apparently used to keep deer meat in it. But it doesn't even stink. So all I can say to that is whatever. I had that one plugged up and it does work whenever I first bought it, but I don't really need it right now. If Dad will put the umbrella out, we'll go watch traffic. Ooh, man, I hurt my knee yesterday. Oh, we got our neighbor pulling in. His name's Jim. He's got a 58 station wagon, Pontiac.
Hey, you got a line, man. You can show him his car.
Yeah. I can't hardly hear you going up and down the road. I don't know how I feel about it. I can't hear you going up and down no more. Don't beat you more. I don't know how.
The horn's louder than the car. Yeah, I heard it.
I about jump every time. Let's see. Garage fridge was originally in the house when we bought it. I had a whole deer in mind. There you go. I'll check this out. This thing's awesome. Got his vintage tag on it. Hey, Lewis Mowers, I got your letter. Let's see. Wow, they're gonna sit out there and talk like the old folks do. We're gonna walk around. Hooey, all my knees bothering me today. Let's see. We got to get all that cleaned up. That's a bunch of shelving. Camper. I don't have my key with me, but these two bays right here, Hugh has seen them. They are slammed full of tires, like old tires. Ryan wants me to diesel swap this Toyota. I told him when that 22RE wears out, I'll do it. Here's the Marketplace Warrior. We need to fix her. Y'all didn't know this thing has a hole in the transmission. No, Gator, it does not. That one actually, I had it rebuilt when I bought it at $307. And the guy said it was still the factory timing chain. And it's got 347, 567 now. Hey, Craig. People put 4BT Cummins in it, and they say to put the regular 5.9 in these trucks is easier than the 4BT. That would be more beneficial to do a TDI. Yeah, Hugh. I need a skid steer with the grapple on it and just go, yum. If you can't tell, I got a tree on my roof. Yeah, I think it's due for an oil change, but I pulled the dipstick and it still looked fine. But yeah, whoops. And I kind of got carried away with the chainsaw yesterday, y'all. Yeah. Gator, I appreciate you coming by. Hope you enjoyed your stay. You be careful on them airboats and all them Floridians. And again, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, but the problem being is to get the 4BT and the transmission and all, you're going to have more than if you just got the 6BT. Well, one-eyed cat, I kind of forgot the last time I changed the oil in that Toyota, but pulling the dipstick, it's still the light brown, so it ain't wore out yet. Later, Gator. But one day, or day one, your choice. But one day, 1984 Nissan King Cab 720. We need to do something with it. She has been neglected for far too long. It's in no back glass. It was that close to being freaking mint. No transmission, seats not bolted down, either that or it's rusted through the floor. But it's only got 40,000 miles. Hugh, I like what you think, but I don't think I'm going to turbo the Toyota. They come factory turbo, but I don't think I'm going to turbo the little thing. I'm going to put air conditioning on it. but not a turbo. Need to invest in another weed eater. Either that or let Seven come back here and he'll eat all that. That's exactly what we were thinking, Hugh. It's just now we got our hands in too many cookie jars. Oh, careful everybody. That's a hardened criminal's truck. Hey Adam, you missed our cooking, but I didn't really know if I wanted to go live or not since Daryl was live. So now we just waddling around out here. But gaze upon the open land, and everything that the light touches is ours. Except that shady bit. Nope, that's mine. But Adam, we have a visitor, and you might like what he's driving. Yeah, that truck right there, I might have to evict him. He's a troublemaker. And that one needs tires, and that one's a blue oval. There's my neighbor. I don't think his horn works. Craig, having this room is a blessing, my friend. There you go, Adam. 1958 Pontiac station wagon. Oh, this thing is gorgeous. 400 small block. I think a turbo 400 trans. Again, we're gonna walk around her. And remember, his sticker says it. It's okay to fart. At the Gap, there be dragons. I love this thing. Let's see. Somebody said they're going to have to challenge the decibels on your horn. They have a 6-volt on their Valiant.
Oh, Lord. It's definitely loud.
Yeah. And guy says needs nitrous on your 400. Your Pontiac needs nitrous. Hey, there you go.
You know, if I did that, I might break through the avenue.
Yeah, let's not break it. Yeah, let's not break it again. And Adam said hey to you.
Hello, Adam.
Adam, you missed whatever this bread is. French toast, bacon, sausage, more sausage, pancakes. But you missed some good breakfast. And we got a, YouTube, don't ban me from this, but we got a gun, knife, and military show right up the road. I thought about riding up there and talk to them. Yes, it does, One-Eyed Cat. Yes, it does.
What was your finest moment of revenge?
Number 11. Let's see. Don't worry, everybody. That Randy's just me. I had to do it so I can get the Gators page here. And I can see how I can tag him. That was an awful long and loud motorhome. Oh, really, Adam? I imagine that was a tough decision to make, but sometimes you gotta make the tough decisions. Well, if I sold everything, I don't drive much, Adam, we'd be out of a lot of stuff. There you go, Adam. You gotta sell something sometimes to make another dream happen. You know, I used to say I don't understand how people can let the vehicles just sit there and go to the bad. And then I started hoarding them. That makes a difference. Well, Adam, don't go get you a C10 and do like the Biscayne and put it on air. Ooh, one-eyed cat, that would be a fun endeavor. Except for the blue oval part. Nah. Rusty ain't in here to defend it. I wouldn't mind getting a hold of a, what would it be? Dang. I'd like to get a 50s model Chevy, like an old 3100. But Hanlon, that's why you just don't keep them insured, just drive them around. Ford hauling a Mopar, I like that. A lot of people probably would like that. See you, Ryan. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. Glad you're still out limping around. Don't be playing with no more snakes. That kind of makes my skin crawl. Not the 48 to 54, 55. Yes. I wouldn't mind like an old 30s model Chevy. They got some kind of automatic gun over there at the farm park. All right, Ryan, you be careful, buddy. Thank you for stopping in. Let me ask y'all, would y'all be interested in us going to the farm park at some point today for that military show? I've never really been up there, but it's kind of debating on going. I like the old Dodge trucks from the 30s. I like a lot of them from the 30s. Okay. '37 Chevy short bed step side. Isn't that how it always goes? As soon as you sell something, you wish you never sold it. We've already been live for an hour and 15 minutes. Good God. Well, everybody, I'm going to end this live, and I'm going to go eat me some breakfast for lunch. I do want to say thank everybody for watching. One-Eyed Cat, I'm glad to see you on here. I'm going to, well, I can't, let's see. Let's see, where you at? I think I can add you as a moderator. Yep, there you are. Add as moderator. But thank you for stopping in, everybody. Thank you for stopping in, Craig, Adam, Daryl, Ryan, One-Eyed Cat. I don't know your name, but remember, everyone, the windshield is so big and the rear view is so small because you need to look forward. You don't need to look back, but you don't need to forget the past, because if you do, you're doomed to repeat it. Just because you might have made a mistake or two in your lifetime does not mean that you're a bad person. It's all about what you're doing right now. So, thank everybody. Remember, check in the video descriptions for the Snowman family. And when I tell you they're the Snowman family, they're the Snowman family. Okay, Don. But thank y'all. Y'all have a beautiful day, and remember, most important thing, keep it silly, everyone. Thank you.